Gina, what is the problem? You're running temperature.
I'm not feeling too well.
Oh, sorry. Have you gone to the lab for tests?
No, I just want to go to this chemist nearby and get any antibiotics.
No, now that's not right. You can't just go to the chemist and buy antibiotics. The proper thing to do is to go to the clinic, run a test, and the doctor will prescribe drugs for you.
I beg, that clinic is too far.
Don't worry, enter my car. I'll take you to the clinic. Gina, how are you? I hope you're getting better. Are you done with your drugs?
Thank you very much for the other deal. I am very okay. But I'm not taking those drugs again, oh.
No, now, Gina, you can't just stop taking your drugs halfway because you feel you're better.
Really? But I'm fine now.
Gina, listen to me. To avoid what is called antimicrobial resistance, which is really costly and challenging, you have to ensure you complete your drugs.
Okay, I have heard. I will try my best to finish it. Thank you very much.
Now you are talking. Taking antimicrobials, including antibiotics, antivirals, antifungals, and antiparasitics, without proper prescription is wrong. Not completing the entire dosage prescribed. Overprescribing is dangerous, and the repercussions are expensive to deal with on the long run. Antimicrobial resistance is fastly becoming a global problem. According to the World Health Organization, antimicrobial resistance contributes to almost 5 million human deaths from bacterial infections alone each year. And this happens when bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites change over time and no longer respond to medicines, making infections harder to treat and increasing the risk of disease spread, severe illness, and death. As a result, the medicines become ineffective and infections persist in the body, increasing the risk of spread to others. Like I said, antimicrobial resistance is a major public health concern. The most serious concern is that some bacteria have become resistant to almost all of the readily available antibiotics. These can make infections and diseases more serious and challenging and costly to treat. These bacteria can also spread from person to person. Here are the common ways that these bacteria can spread, especially in a hospital setting. 1. Contact with contaminated hands of the hospital staff. Contact with contaminated surfaces, such as door handle, over bed tables, and call bells. Contact with contaminated equipment, such as stethoscopes and blood pressure cuffs. But here is what we can do at an individual level to prevent this antimicrobial resistance. 1. Use antibiotics appropriately. It is important to reduce unnecessary and overprescribing of antibiotics. For example, when antibiotics are prescribed for conditions that do not require them, such as viral illness, antibiotics do not work against viruses. 2. Complete the entire course of any prescribed antibiotic so that it can be fully effective and not breed resistance. Practice good hygiene, such as hand washing. Hand washing has been known to solve or prevent a lot of infections from spreading. Also, use appropriate infection control procedures. Also, antimicrobial resistant bacteria can be passed from person to person within the community, and this is becoming more common. But what can we do? Now, this is what we can do. Wash your hands before and after food handling, after going to the toilet and changing diapers. Cover your nose and mouth when coughing and sneezing. Use tissues to blow or wipe your nose. Dispose of these tissues properly into the waste can. Wash your hands after disposing of your used tissues. Do not spit around. Stay at home if you feel unwell. Do not send children to childcare, kindergarten, or school if they are not feeling well. If you are prescribed antibiotics, take the entire course. Do not stop taking because you are feeling better. If you continue to feel unwell, go back to the doctor. Avoid use of products that advertise they contain antibiotics or are antibacterial or antimicrobial unless advised to do so by your health professional. And finally, where to get help? Your doctor, your local public health unit, a certified pharmacist, and the community health center around you. And before I go, allow me to reiterate these things: that antimicrobial resistance is a serious public health problem. Some bacteria that are capable of causing serious disease are becoming resistant to commonly used antibiotics. Infections caused by antimicrobial resistant bacteria are more challenging and costly to treat. Antimicrobial resistant bacteria can spread from person to person in the community or from patient to patient in the hospital. Now, I reiterate, good hygiene practices and infection prevention and control procedures can minimize the spread of these bacteria. Careful prescribing of antibiotics will reduce the development of more antibiotics-resistant strain of bacteria. I close by saying, please take in this information, ponder carefully, and do well to adhere. Ukamaka Richard Bassi is my name, and I want to believe that you have understood the message. And if you have any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to drop it on any of the WhatsApp numbers 0812 723 7060 or 0809 230 0022. I'll see you next time. Until then, please stay safe and be careful. Bye for now.